Hey guys, Zoltan here with another video, and in this one we will take a look again at the GeForce 3 Ti200. You might have seen my previous video when I tested this card in a Pentium 4 machine. This time we will test it in our Tualatin 1.4 GHz machine. Just a quick look at the card. It's a Medion card manufactured by MSI. We have an SVGA, an S-video and a composite out port here. And here, if you wonder what is the yellow one, it's for a front panel bay for S-video and composite in. You should take a look at Phil Computer Lab's video about the exact same card. It's a really amazing video, so yeah, take a look at it as well. It's passively cooled. It has DDR memory, 64 megabytes, and about the GPU is a 128-bit one. It has 4 pixel pipes, 1 vertex, and 8 texture units, and 4 ROPs. Basically, it's an improvement over the GeForce 2 card. Now it has programmable pixel and vertex shaders. Physically, there is this new extra vertex shader. And yeah, it's a DirectX 8 compatible shader model 1.1. Yeah, basically it's a nice card. I really like it. So we will compare it in this video to the GeForce 2 MX we have seen. So about the Ti200 part, yeah, so it has been released in 2001 October. After the original GeForce 3, and it's a lower clocked version, so instead of a 200 MHz core, it has 175 MHz, and instead of the 460 MHz memory, it has only 400 MHz. So it had also a Ti-500 version with higher clocks. I could overclock this card, but I just don't want to OC any old cards, because in this case, I am just go with the faster one. So yeah, there is no real reason to do it. I'm pretty sure it could run on the original's GeForce 3 frequencies, at least, and it has an AGP4X connector here. Okay guys, so let's move a little closer, because last time I've used this card in the system, it smoked, as I mentioned it. So let's capture this thing on camera, and hopefully this time it will work without any issues. Or it will catch on fire, and that will be, well, still an interesting thing. So let me turn this on. Okay, no issues so far. Get the bip, and we have image. So, great. So far, this is really good. And it recognizes, because it's the latest NVIDIA driver, including all the TNT2s and up to GeForce 4, I think. So the system quickly boots. Let me show you this boot process this time, because it's pretty fast on an SD card actually. Yeah, it's slower because it's updating drivers and everything, but still it's quite good. Recognizing the display. Quickly move to next. Yeah, the best one is OK, plug and play. Updating system settings. This could take a while, but not that much. Okay, the display is a bit off, as you see here. Yeah, but it's kind of there. GeForce3 200. So let me adjust the camera and the settings, and we'll be back very soon. So here we are, the card is running nicely. It's cooled by the 14 centimeter fan. And here, as you can see, GeForce 3 Ti and EGP4X Ti200, 64 megabytes. We can see it's MV20 and 0.15 nanometer. So I don't have a working GPU Z for Windows 9X. So if you know a version or a link or something, please share it with me. I would be really happy to see the actual pixel pipes and everything, clocks of the card and so on. I was thinking about just adding an extra SD card to the machine and having a dual boot between Windows 98 and Windows 2000, because I just really love Windows 2000, and for that it's really close to Windows XP, so I could use a proper GPU Z and see the details of the cards. And we have nice OC software as well for the anti-system, so that could be a good thing as soon as I can get my hands on a proper SD card. So I also installed Need for Speed Underground demo because I just felt this nostalgia towards it, so I just tested it with the GeForce 2 MX, so I will be able to compare it to the GeForce 3 very soon in the video. But basically I was able to run it nicely in 800 by 600 on the low preset, and it was around 25 and 40 FPS, in average around 35, just looking at fraps constantly. So it was pretty enjoyable, kind of smooth, just a little lag here and there, but it was good. Yeah, it's just a demo version, but it was nice, and you guys will see it as soon as we start testing it with this GeForce 3 card. So as usual, we'll go to the Quake games and Unreal Tournament, and now I include Need for Speed Underground as well, because I realized it supports Windows 98, so it's really good, and also the CPU is up to the task perfectly. And let's go to the games and scores and the usual things. Here we have Quake or GLQuake 640 by 480. And we have an amazing 462 FPS. 800 by 600. 367. 1024 by 768. And we have 245.8. 1280 by 1024. And we have 159.3. Quake II 640 by 480. Whoa, that was quick. And we have 311.1. As you can see, I made some other tries just to figure out how to benchmark it properly. But now let's move to 800 by 600. And we have 281.3. Next resolution is 1024 by 768. Good. Well, it was 2 turns. What I have now is, let's just do it once again. Okay, so we have 270.3. Okay, the frame rates can hover around, but generally around this mark, and we have 1280 by 960. It's pretty hard to stop the demo with the the Quake II demo version. Okay, and we have 209.3. Maybe I should do average or something, because as soon as it finishes, as you can see, it jumps in another loop and it's looping forever, and I just need to stop it the right way. But we have like 209 again, 207.9, so it's really close to this mark in general. Okay, let's move to the next game. Quake III Arena. As you can see, I set everything to the highest, trilinear filtering, but we kept 16 bits just to remain consistent, and light maps, yeah, 640 by 480. And let's start with demo 1. Okay, 153.9. Glorious. Move to 800 by 600 and start the demo again. And we have 151.5. Moving forward to 1024 by 768. Demo 1, play. And we have 139.2. And the last one, 1280 by 1024. It's pretty responsive. Demo 1. And we have 106.5. So this was Quake 3, and as you can see, we haven't had the same issue as we had with like the GeForce 2 MX, that in high resolution the FPS is just drops. It's quite consistent, like a linear drop in FPS as the resolution increases, and we could increase it furthermore. We have 64 megabytes. And we have a high memory bandwidth, 128 bits, 400 MHz DDRM. So, yeah, it's a pretty fast card. Not a limited card as the GeForce 2 MX card was. So, let's see Unreal Tournament. And here we are with Unreal Tournament deck 16, 640 by 480, maxed out 16 bits. No bad start in the game, but the frame rate is decent. We have an average in 140 and it increases to 150, so it's Really nice. No drop in the frame rate. 150 or 49. It's pretty good. It's going well. Let's quickly increase the resolution. Keep it. I won't change the frame counter because easily it just corrects the average, I think. Well, I might do because I'm seeing lower frame rates. Okay, so we resetted it, but now the frame rate increases. So yeah, 170. So it's even better. It's interesting, and many games with many different cards. I'm experiencing that 800 by 600 is faster than 640 by 480. But you know, getting back to this 140 mark, depending on where we are in the level. So the performance is nearly the same. Let's see, 1024 by 768 now. For caching, but just renew the FPS counter. Good. Don't shoot on me. Okay, whatever. And our last seconds are pretty much the same. So yeah, I think we are CPU bound still, because we are going around this 140 and 150 mark. It's a rocket. Wasn't too good shot, huh? But we are 150. Maybe this level started to be like boring, but this way we can compare. Maybe I mentioned this a few times already. And we are at 1280 by 1024, and the image is like really sharp this way. Native resolution, and we are still at 150. I'm not sure if it rotates between levels. It does. I don't remember how to open it. There was a way to open that part. In the video, I already tried this. I don't know. There was a way to open it, and there's this guy, like credits, something. Maybe, no, this one? No. Don't remember. And we have better frame rates. 170. So deck 16 is a quite good level to debug FPS. This one is clear. Yeah, so this is our real tournament, and the GeForce 3 is definitely an upgrade. That's very smooth. I thought I had a rocket launcher in my hand for some reason. Still not good. Yeah, not bad. Should learn to aim. Still, no, it wasn't. Okay guys, so this was our real tournament, and let's move to UT2003, which could profit a lot by a GeForce 3 card. Okay, I should stop. UT2003 640 by 480 16 bits, everything at the lowest as usual. We are at the Antlers level with 2 bots. And as you can see, our frame rate is pretty high, so we're not around the 40s and 30s anymore. It's really average around 80. It's pretty good. It runs really smooth. Going down to the 50s when there's a larger space. Let's see, what about bots? Still, it's quite good. Water is nice. It's not physicalized, but we have cube map reflection. Extremely smooth. Okay, it was a necessary rocket. We have this body parts flying around, little chunks. And as you can see, the overall gameplay is okay. I'll have to GeForce3. It's really nice. Can I jump here up? I can. Because this is smooth gameplay, that's why. Okay, quickly. With this card we can go a little higher, I'm pretty sure, to 800 by 600. Keep the settings and continue. So the average will adjust, but you can look at the current frames. It's definitely nicer looking. I can't see the pixels that much. Maybe on the weapon I can. Well, it helps. But still, we have around 60, 70 as average. It's a bit slower, so we're limited by the GPU in a way. It's pretty good, still pretty good. 80, 90 average. Okay, we can go higher. 10 at 24 by 768. The PC now has only 256 megabytes of RAM, which could be a thing if I will increase texture resolution later on. Yeah, I will upgrade to half gig once, but memory prices are not too good, and it's hard to deliver stuff these days. Yeah, this resolution is still playable. I would consider this as an optimum, because we are just below 60 and 50 something, and now above. Why didn't you pick it up? Yeah, not so clever bots. Yeah, I'm not good with this shock rifle. Increase the resolution instead of jumping around. Okay, let's try what we can do with 1280 by 1024. Good, with this card we can go higher and higher in a way. Okay, so yeah, it's 40 something. Harder to aim. And yeah, it's lagging a little, but still kinda smooth. 40 something. When it's above 40 it's playable, but around 30 something, like right now it's like can't move the mouse as I wish. So no, it's no go. Maybe with the GeForce 4 or 4200 we will have better experience in this resolution. Okay, so try something else. With this card we can go back to 1024 768, but try out 32 bits. Keep settings. Well, it's still some impact on the memory bus, but I think, yeah, as you can see, we're not limited by it too much. It's a DDR card, full bandwidth, so memory is not an issue, and yeah, it's not much worse than with 16, and colors are definitely better. The sky gradient for sure, even on the weapon, on the overall, it's just sharper. shouldn't be affected by color, but it does. It looks better, certainly, and we are some 60 something. Okay, and this part is not that long so far, so it's the demo version, so we can go to like holy shit quality or something, but yeah, we can still go higher. Character shadow, dynamic lighting, yeah, we know it. Detail textures, I don't know why someone just disables this. It looks good. 3 linear, decals, coronas. No, don't corona. I hope it's not COVID-19. Just some lens flare effect, foliage, and I don't want blob shadows. Just, you know, a spotter on the characters, not the proper character shadow, I think, at least. Let's see, if we have character shadows, then yeah, that's great. If we don't, then maybe blob shadows something. But I think it's a downgrade. Whoa. Okay, so messing with the settings definitely took away a few FPS, but look at this, guys. I haven't seen this game this much detail. Wow. From a long time or something. And we have grass. Nice grass. Yeah, these are just transparent textures on several sheets, but early 2000s. And we have nice effects here. Yeah, that looks definitely better, and it's just normal settings basically. No high or ultra high or epic if there is anything. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, this particle effects impacts the frame rate by 5 or 10. That's nice. And yeah, all the textures are pretty good. You can see the detailed textures. They help a lot. Now that the texture resolution is not the highest, and I think we haven't reached memory limits. 1024, 768, 32 bits, and everything at highest in the demo at least. And just to test the Tualatin PC, I let it go. And I think my camera just had enough of this 4K content, so I had to download all the stuff from it. And I'm back with just a little extra UT2003. Yeah, 10, 24, 768, 32 bits of color, and yeah, maximum as possible in the demo. And it runs really well in this closed up area. Here you can see the lower texture resolution. And those fences are grids. Hey yo. Whoa. There were a little drops, so we have more of these flashy chunk effects. Here as well, just lower. I think it's a good balance. Maybe I could disable some effects, some extra, and do the run flawlessly after that. These could be the coronas. Dragon. I see a dragon. Just standing there, slowly rotating. Okay, that one looks also very well. It's a light function, I think. This one as well. So basically, this shadow is not cast by this one, as far as I know. It's just a rotating texture projected onto the ground. It still looks good. It is not good when you are trying to design levels and realize the engine is not really capable of creating those dynamic shadows. These nevers are full of tricks. I'm just enjoying the game. Look at it. Interesting part. Maybe a little empty-ish. Reflecting, it's kind of like a window, but it's not. Little light with lens flares. I'm just watching it from level design aspect, and I think this water is like dynamic. Move the vertex shader. I was thinking about having a rocket shoot it. May have that, yeah, here. Yeah, it has these ripples, I think. Not really effective. In some levels later on, it will be dynamic. This looks good. Where are you? C to crouch. Yeah, and there's just textures on it. Still look good. Characters are having dynamic shadows. It's cool. Some smoke effects. Also transparent texture. I hear footsteps. Maybe I should finish UT2003 for now. But yeah, as you can see, the performance is quite good. Enjoyable gameplay. So, I will set back this stuff for another card. And yeah, let's move to the next game. And here we have Need for Speed Underground, the demo version, 640x480, low preset. And here in the customized display setting, a low preset means that we have some shadows, some word detail, also light glow and animated texture, so it's not the absolute lowest, but it's not that much. And we have reps running around 90 frames, which I think is the limit. So just quickly go on quick race. You can't really set anything on your car or pick anything at all. I think it's randomly generates some car for you, so every time you go with a different one, and you have just this one quick match or quick race here. Yep, this time I have this orange car, I guess. Not bad. Let's see my absolute bad driving here and take a look at the frame rate as well, which is more important than the actual race. Yeah, with the GeForce 2 MX I had around 30 with these settings, and 30 and 40 if I lower it completely, just removing all those extra settings. Yeah, hitting, and here at the top I had around 60, and as you saw here, we had 90 for a moment. Yeah, completely into the walls. It's pretty good. I think it's playable, just minor drops. I hate traffic in this game. Because I'm bad, of course, just but still I do. And we had just a little pause here for a moment. And yeah, this is how I play pinball in Need for Speed. I had Nitro, but just very little. I like this game. Awesome 4th place. It's still going. 3rd place, even better. Okay, so wasn't bad in terms of performance. Let's see if we are CPU bound. Not sure. So display, configure graphics card, and go for 800 by 600. quick race and just a lot of enter keys. Yeah, it's a bit better regarding the resolution. And now I have this nice grayish car. Can't tell if the frame rate is lower or how much. See, stable 40. It was a nice start and a horrible crash with this taxi and with this tram, and the game just put me back. Okay, thanks game. Used up all my nitro. I could play it with the racing wheel as well. Have it so. Why am I moving that fast? You see that? I went up to 100 FPS and the car just became this extremely fast. Whoa, what made the FPS jump that much? Okay, so the car speed is definitely affected by the frame rate. And actually with higher frame it's easier to control it. Because even if I was like really fast, it wasn't much better to control it. I should have turned earlier, because there is another road. Okay, I think the frame rate is higher than with 640x480. Again, as I mentioned many times, this is happening in many cards, many games. Maybe it's something with DirectX or OpenGL. I think it's DirectX thing. I wasn't planning to finish all the matches, but yeah, it's better for some reason, and we are third places. Demo player. Now I want to quit the race. Hope it's not boring that much. It's really nostalgic for me. Will it just... Okay, I was thinking it will bring me back to the desktop. Sometimes it does it somehow. Okay, let's do something else. Going to a higher resolution, 1024 by 768, and I think if we are graphics bound, this should really impact it. This game is quite heavy. It just requires 700 MHz in CPU, but I think it can handle much higher than... It looked like we have a great car again, Tualatin Extra now. It's a blue car. Is it better in resolution? Yeah, it is, just not that much better. Sometimes I wonder if I actually increase the resolution, but the map is looking sharper. Whoa, that was a bad move. I just realized I have this road here. Can I? Yeah, I can. Stop thinking. Okay, we are not at 90s this time, or 100s, but still around stable at 60. I might have an e-brake or something to handle these better. I will try this time. It's a bad idea. Oh, I can do it. It's just something I should learn how to. Let's try it again. Yeah, this is what I need. Using the brake maybe earlier. I won't play this through, but what I will do is let's try a higher resolution, because why not? If you think it's boring, just skip it. Yeah, native resolution. It doesn't change the menu ever. Yeah, okay, so it's spanning the car here. The camera cut again at 8 minutes. I don't know what kind of thing is that. I hope you haven't missed so much. What I do now is go to Medion and see how it will go. Is it? Yeah, keeping it. And I mentioned the reflections, because this is a unique part of this game, that it has really nice reflections on the cars and also on the road, like this wet ring surfaces. Oh yeah, that hurts. This is the Need for Speed look. And we have like these moving things, more dynamic stuff, and the road is like beautiful. This is how this game should look. Okay, maybe in high settings it will be better, or would be. Still, it's kinda nice. Too much brake here. Almost went to the right again. Hello, I go here. Thanks. 30 something, not as good. A little brake, maybe too much. Something. It's pretty good. Yep, brake was nice. Just a little nitro. Didn't help a lot to see this car. Oh, there is a road there. Shortcut. Too much brake. 48 FPS. 40. That's nice. Don't think I need a brake here, but could use the nitro here. Some nitro in the air for... oh, damn it. And there used to be a car crashing into me. And the race is over. Okay, first place, it could have been fun. But I want to test high resolution. I know we're spending a lot of time with this game, just, you know, first time, so I want to see how it performs in every setting. And it's just fun. High settings, so we maxed out at least, kinda. For speed, I think in the special settings there's still something to put in a little higher, anti-aliasing something which could be good with this card. Ooh, so whoa, okay, that impacts, and the reflections are like total ray traced reflections. No, they're not, just I think some kind of planar reflection, or I have no idea how they did it, really, because I think for the city they are using a cube map, and somehow they rendered the car in real time into it. That's really nice. Then with DirectX 10 or 11, they forget about this 2-pass rendering stuff, and they started to use worst quality reflections, and now they're back again with the ray tracing, but the car looks good. Yeah, it really does now. But it's unplayable, so I would go with 1024, 768 and medium. I think that would be optimal for this card. But it's not bad. Yeah, it's all lag fast. Love the music. Okay, we went below 20 and it hurt a lot. Thank you so much for watching again, and I will insert the usual graphs here with the 3D marks. I still have to do those. So if you like the video, please like it, subscribe if you wish, and share the video if you think someone might be interested in it. Okay, that was it, guys. See you in the next video with the GeForce 4200 Ti. Bye bye.